What is going on, everybody? My name is Bleeves. I'm here to talk today, and we're going to ask this question. How high will the pump for the Shibarium FOMO get to? And I actually have a reasonable estimate of what that's going to be right now. But we're going to address a few little things. We're going to look at the price action. Then we're going to look at a post that was made. And then we're going to recognize that this is not financial advice, but I'm always right.
It's your boy Bleeves.
All right, guys, price action first. We're going to look at the 1 hour chart because it's the easier one to kind of start off with. And you can see that we've really just kind of broken out of the support line right here. Not liking the way that this looks. However, the fact that we did catch support at 1222 and bounce off of 1200, decent enough sign, and then we kicked it right back up. Now, I think a lot of this has to do with the pairing with Ethereum, the original pairing, because Ethereum has been on something of a run. You can see it's really the only thing that's over here in the majors that's real green right now. MX from MEXC is also up 6% on the day, but really we're just talking about Ethereum. MEXC I don't even think is in the top 200. So but you can see here that we've had a nice little move, some positivity, because the Shankapella upgrade is coming, and now we're looking at maybe a move back towards the upside. So where does that put us? Well, it kind of changes our trajectory just a little bit. We're making an argument here about these points here that we were really just kind of moving along those. But if you have to, and you have to come up with another line of thought here, then maybe this starts to play out a little bit more this way. Now, it's not perfect at this point. You got to kind of, we're talking about where things are settling now and not where we're wicking. So that might just kind of change that trajectory, as you can see right here, just a little bit, or perhaps we're going to get right back in here. Now, the end all to most of this was that this was a wedge pattern, and we were hoping to get that break to the upside. It didn't happen. However, the reason that it continues to not happen is because we continue to get these moments of will they, won't they, that are coming from Shytoshi as he gets closer and closer and closer to our, now it was a heart-shaped box, which was why we dumped over here. Then it was going to be, the next post was going to be it. There's just been this ongoing scenario where we're not really getting the information. We're not really getting any confirmation, so that's leaving people in limbo. People don't like to be in limbo. So what we need is the actual FOMO and the buildup. And the question is, where does that go? Well, let's go over here and let's look at where Shib's been and where it could go in a bear market. Now, if we just consider that there's about $1 trillion in the market right now, with a maximum of 3 trillion, and Shib's biggest number ever was somewhere around 50 billion, then we can at least consider that a third of that would be a reasonable option. Now, at 7, then we're talking about, let's say that we can go between 3 and 4x reasonably, and with a lot of hype and a lot of expectation of delivery. So I'm going to go and err on the side of caution and say that maybe maybe a tripling of this up to 21 billion, putting it into to the top 6 tokens is always a possibility. Does it stay there? I don't think so. I think this is a pump. This adds a few more holders, and then we come back down and we retrace, and then we start to burn a significant amount of tokens, because that's the purpose of Shibarium, right? And then we start to get some mass adoption level of new tokens, meme tokens, et cetera, that are getting into this ecosystem, with the first being Chomp that we know about, but many, many more tokens looking to launch on Shibarium. Now, it takes us back over here. So where does that leave us? Well, I went ahead and we're going to flip over here to the day chart. It's a little easier to go to. We're going to zoom out just a little bit. This yellow line right here represents about a 3x from where we are. So I'm thinking that, and this also shows a pretty decent amount and a top and some resistance all over the place. So I'm going to say 3570 is about where we end up with a good run. That's a 3x. So I don't know where you are, but I would plan to start considering at least taking profit somewhere around there, and considering that to be your number. It's going to be my number for sure, 100%. You make your own decision. You make your own choice. Now, in closing, there's one more piece here that we got to talk about. Now, are there secret ties between Elon, Shib, and Satoshi? Well, look, I don't want to spoil anything about this right here. I know that, the pump is made off of Elon making tweets. Elon made a tweet at 12:39. Satoshi saw that tweet, made something similar, and scheduled it for 2:39. That's all that is. There's no, they would be posting together the same things if that were the case, or Satoshi would be making the post first. Always remember that. So let's move on. All right, guys, there's your update for the day. I do think that we're on the verge of about a 3x. As soon as we get a confirmed release date, that's what's needed. Once there's a confirmed release date, then we are headed on a nice little run up. But again, I do think it's muted. I think it's about a 3x from where it is right now. If you're already in here and you're in a good position, consider maybe taking a little bit of profit at that point and using your profit to wait for a dip and then to get back in and accumulate just a little bit more, like I just did when I bought 200 million the other day. It's not financial advice. My name is Bleeves. I'm always right. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will talk to you again very, very soon.
I'm looking for the good life, good life. Sitting on top of the world, I wanna be shining.